Do 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 do. Hey guys. Um, Slight change. I mean, we're still doing the live stream, but obviously I'm not in like the office. We're in the living room. Um, so I may not be as productive today, but we're still gonna try to have a good time. I am gonna end probably around 9 just because of I am exhausted. It's been a long day. But before we get into it, hey guys, thank you for popping in for a very I would say on Memorial Day like, but we're here hanging out, right? It's all about getting together. So the Memorial Day Mac Monday sprints for fun and probably not productivity. But I see Phoenix is here. Notice we are in the StreamYard situation today because we're on the laptop. So let me know if audio is weird or too loud or anything. I literally got all this ready in like the past 5 minutes, so I'm like sweating and it's already a warm day. Finished making mac and cheese, but got a storm rolling in, so there's a chance of losing power and internet. Just a heads up. Thank you. Good to know. Hopefully it doesn't hit you before we wrap up, but like just be safe. And Kitty's here. Hello, hello. It was nice listening to the rumble grumble of the distant thunder getting closer as I cooked. It's always nice listening to thunder. Yes, not muted. Woohoo! So far, all seems fine. Very good. Audio actually seems quiet. Had to up the volume. Let me see if that's anything on my end. I don't know if I have a internal mic. Let me just talk normally and see. I guess, yeah, if I talk normally without my like blah bits, then it is pretty low, but it doesn't give me an option to like up it. What is automatically adjust? Ooh, I can manually adjust it. So just Phoenix, be prepared. I'm gonna up it a little bit. We're gonna just do it to that. If that's still good, we'll try that. But if that's too loud, we can go back down. I didn't want to up it all the way because that sounds like a dramatic increase. Kitty just got out of the shower after a very much too warm day. It must have hit everybody. Like, I think we're all relatively, like maybe longitudinally. We're all on the similar levels because we keep getting like similar but not equal weather. Elle is also here. Hello, everybody. What did I click on? Ooh, I haven't been on StreamYard on my laptop in a minute. It's just everywhere. Yes, hello, Elle. How was your day? Had mac and cheese night too? Absolutely. It's Mac Mondays. You absolutely have to. It was a warm day, but coming storm dropped the temp, and it's meant to be cooler and rainy straight through tomorrow. Whereas Kitty's supposed to be around 90 all week. Woo, it's going to be a warm one for you. Having issues with the chat, disconnecting and reconnecting. Ooh. I don't think that should be on my end, but YouTube is always weird. YouTube always be weird. And how was Saturday? So Saturday, let me tell you the story. Wake up, going into the, like knowing it's going to be probably rainy Saturday morning. It was like 50 degrees and it was like a misty rain. So like everything was wet, but it wasn't necessarily raining until we got like halfway through walking the dogs and the rain started coming sideways. So it was like the wind was picking up and it was just that very wet, like everything is rain situation. And of course I'm like, great. Books and rain don't mix. This is bad. I only have one sidewall because they only had one in stock in that color and the correct size. So I only had one sidewall. So it was getting dicey. And it was even to the point where we ran back to the store to see if they got more in stock and they didn't. So we were crossing our fingers. It slowed down a bit. So when we started setting up at 2, it was a light mist. Like I was still keeping everything covered till we got the canopy up. But then it went back, like the wetness, the rain progressively lightened. So it was eventually stopped raining by the time the event started at like 4, but that 50 degrees stayed. All of us were freezing. My friend came in clutch because she came to visit and happened to have a heated vest in her car. And I was like, this is one of those times where I can't say no, so please. So she lent me her heated vest. I did have like a hoodie and a blanket, but it was 55 degrees out with a breeze still. And we're all like, it's May, right? Why does it feel like November? So I had very, 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 very low expectations. But some people showed up. It wasn't like super, super busy like it was last September when we had the same ish event. But I did make back table, and I actually made back the cost of buying the canopy because we didn't have one. But we got it because we know we're going to need it for like family stuff in the future anyway. So I'm like, well, let me just get it. It'll be dual purpose. It's fine. So surprisingly, I like to make table. I just had to sell 5 books. And I think about halfway through I had that. So I was like, at least I made table. It's really, really cold, but like it wasn't the coordinator's fault because it's May. It should have been like 80s, 90s. But we were all just sitting there cold. Like, I guess, like I said, it wasn't raining actively, but we were cold and wet kind of vibes. But we made out. And I sold enough, like I said, to make it worth it without selling too much, where this coming weekend when I have Comic-Con and it's going to be significantly larger in terms of crowd, at least I still feel comfortable with my stock. We'll see what happens though, because it could be crazy, but it's, you know, it's the first time they're having it in my city. So we'll see. We'll see how like cray it gets. But overall, Saturday turned out good enough, I guess, is basically what we're going to go with. It was good enough. It was cold and it was exhausting. I was exhausted all of yesterday from it. And then, of course, today we were sort of go. But now it's time for us to all chill together, which is good because the puppies need to chill as well. Checking in back with you guys. Currently 65. Forecasted high for tomorrow is 69. Dreading going into work in my glorified tin cans. Oh no. Those are going to be so hot. Those are going to be so hot. You're going to melt. No. Take like a cooling rag. I think it's on my... Oh, I mean, especially if you got that storm coming, it could be. If we lose you, we love you. We appreciate you. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Elle finished Tinkerbell and put the review on her channel. Don't worry, I didn't spoil. Okay, I'll have to check that out because I really want to read it soon. But I think the library, it was like, I couldn't get it yet from the library. Someone else had it, so we have to wait. How exciting. So exciting. It was so, okay, good. I'm glad you liked it because I really enjoyed Fairy Godmother and I had high expectations. Oh, lightning and thunder is within 10 miles. Ah, it's getting good, Phoenix, but also like dicey. I'd love 55 for me. That's like optimal temp. It's one of those, like, if you didn't have to sit still and were a little bit more prepared for the colder breeze, it would have been like a nice day, but like having to sit or like even just be at my booth, there was no sanctuary. Ooh, thunder was much closer. It's getting there. You're getting a proper storm now. Yes, making table is big when starting. Absolutely. Anytime I go an event, that is my like baseline. It's like I have to make back the money, at least the table, not necessarily the money to be there, because if you count travel, sometimes I have to stay. So like a hotel, like those are next level goals. But as long as we make table, we've at least done something. It's always a good first goal. And Maggie's here. Hi, Maggie. Yes, it did. It just well enough to make it like, okay, I will definitely sign up next year. Lurking and editing by comparing print copy to digital copy. Ooh, also smart. Also smart, because sometimes you can catch something that you just don't notice when for me, I catch it in the print more than I do on the screen. So I like to do that. There was a penumbra flower in the book I read in Tinkerbell. I hope you get rest. I always hope I get rest. But that's why we're just going to end at 9 tonight, so I can get to bed a little earlier because I have to work at 9 also. Which, Kitty, like, you probably have to work early and it's like super late. I don't know how you do it. Finished making my chemise yesterday, so I'm going to start on my mock-up for the actual dress. It's going to turn out so nice. Historical dress construction is something else. I'm just a tiny bit confused. Fair. The storm's right on top of you. Ooh, you getting the good stuff. I wonder if it's going to come this way. I don't think we've had any storms forecasted. So yeah, I think I'm going to set up the timer so we can do our first sprint. I don't really know what I'm doing. I think I'm going to putz around. So I want to do some research on things that aren't relevant right now, aka travel, just because I wanted to have like a vision. But the reason that I'm down here instead of on my computer and can do all the things is because this little girl, this big baby girl smoked her leg on, it was a railing. So like very hard metal that we converted into a partial fence by the shed. She and Atreyu went chasing a squirrel and she was on that side of it. And instead of like accepting the fact that there wasn't room, and no, she just barreled through it. So I saw it go and I was like, one of those dogs just smoked that. And I knew it had to be her because she came back walking she wasn't limping. She just came back walking slow while Atreyu was still on guard for a squirrel. And then she kind of like sat with us. And even as we saw another, they're not reacting. I can still say squirrel, come by like on the fence. Atreyu went for it and she didn't. And she has such a high prey drive. She goes after everything. So I knew she had a boo-boo. She has a little bit of a cut. So we did put the doggy first aid on it. But just in the past, like she's favoring it. Baby girl. So like I came home just before getting the stream ready. And I was like, okay, guys, let's go outside. And she was kind of like standing there holding her leg up. And when I felt it, she did whine a bit. So got her back to the couch. We put an ice pack, a few minutes here and there. So we're in nursing mode. Because this baby girl doesn't know that she gonna smoke her leg on that solid metal rail. And yeah. And so she wouldn't follow me upstairs, which I wasn't going to ask her to come upstairs when her leg hurt. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to be here so I can watch her, give her some ice on her. It's her other leg. Because, of course, why would she put the bad leg up that I can access? So, yeah, we're in nursing mode, and Atreyu was on the flow. Loving that he can just kind of be chilling and hanging out without having to be under my desk. And so, yeah, we're just going to make this work. I know, poor baby. It's her first physical injury. So she made it to 2.5 without making any like big boo-boos. I guess that's something. But yeah, I think she's kind of overwhelmed by it. I'm still going to keep an eye on it because I just don't know. Like, from what I could feel, it didn't feel super inflamed. And where the wound is not like on her knee. It's like on her thigh. So I'm hoping it's just inflamed, irritated, sore. But I'm going to keep an eye on her because, my baby. We're going to take care of them. Want me to practice self-care and get the rest you need? I will next week because next week is staycation. So we just got to work hard tomorrow through Monday. and then staycation. It's fine. That's fine. I'll be fine. I'm just gonna like also pop a melatonin and zonk out tonight just to be sure. But yeah, next because of staycation next week, we are gonna do another Mac Monday on Monday because I have to work in the morning. Excuse me. So we're gonna do Mac Monday evening so I can recap you guys on the weekend, but then it'll like start staycation. So we'll just have the one stream next week. Yes, it wasn't Tinkerbell. I didn't know there was a flower with that name. Eventually, I will get a green thumb and create a fairy garden in my backyard. Fairy gardens are actually our neighbors were just making one today with less green so far, some green, but they got like the little houses and everything. So I would love to do that. In the front, we have a spot for it, but right now it's kind of like a natural. I call it my natural weed garden. Is it a good thing to have? Not entirely sure, but it kind of looks nice in its own way. A self-contained weed garden. All right, I'm gonna set up the timer before I get to the rest of the chitter chat. Which one's appropriate? Aura, Nor. Let's go back to my. We're gonna go with the Soul Sunrise because the pink and the blue is what we do. Okay, so you work in the afternoon, evening, 3 to 9. So yeah, so you can definitely stay up a little bit later. I was about to say you are a night owl if you're able to just like go to bed at like 4, 6. Actually, I hope you haven't been going to bed at 6, but like I know it's been later. And then to wake up and go to work, that'd be crazy. I happen to have a weather station about a block away. So when it says 1 mile, it means it's on top of us. You are in it. And everybody's sending Willow some healing vibes because she is such baby. Okay, we'll get her through it. We'll see how she wakes up. It's rough when you play too hard and hurt yourself. And she can be delicate. She can take her treats like a little lady and sit so nicely. But she is a wrecking ball. And I think today, will she internalize this? I don't know. But I think she met a force stronger than her and is now feeling it. Yeah, we're just going to have a cozy hangout. We're just going to hang out. And yes, you guys are going to help me kick off my staycation because we're going to probably we could do self-care next Monday. I mean, not that I technically do like I think I have some of the face mask stuff left, but I don't know. I guess I could like shower on a sprint or something. I mean, not like with you guys. That's weird. But you know what I mean? We can just do like a chill next Monday and catch up and hang out before staycation. That's kind of the vibe. Natural weed gardens are better for the environment than lawns, so I'm all for them. I mean, I like a nice cut grass, but I also don't mind the grass looking like grass, if you know what I mean. So it's one of those where in the neighborhood we're in, you can't just let it get out of hand. So that's why I like have this area contained. So it's intentional. I wish I wasn't going to sleep at 5 or 6, but my brain does not let me sleep before that often. Oh no, but you work late. So like your whole schedule feels shifted. I get it. Naturally tend to fall asleep easier soon after sunrise. That's it exactly. Oh, well, that's okay. Because as long as you're able to get your day in, you guys are just my little night owls. Do we need a little owl mascot? Maybe to join the mascot parade that's generating. We just might. Let me remember how to do this. There we go. All right. And I figured since we're only going till 9, we can probably get away with doing 30-minute sprints and kind of just gauge things out. I mean, it's already 7:20, so we'll probably get 3 sprints in, but it's better than nothing. So Yeah, we're gonna get this. Totally need the night owl mascot acknowledged. We're gonna just do a little sprinty sprint here, so you guys can do whatever you need to do. If you want to share what you're doing, let us know. I like I said, I think I'm just gonna dibble dabble with some research and see what happens. But it is time to sprint. So get her done in 3, 2, 1, go! Do, 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 do. All right. I don't think we necessarily need to time our breaks, but sure. We'll let it do the thing, just in case. So how did you guys do on that sprint? What were you doing if you wanted to share? It seems like the storm has passed over Phoenix at this point. Let me scroll back and check y'all out. Oh yes, I thankfully realized I didn't start the timer, but like I said, I haven't been on this setup for a hot minute, so I'm glad that's the least thing that I did. What's everyone listening to today? Maggie has Celtic techno playing in the background. The Celtic techno journeys is the current music itch. I was just listening to a YouTube video from one of the few people that I follow. They posted their vlog, so I like listening to vlogs because, like, I do pick up on things, but something about ignoring somebody talking makes me focus. That might be terrible. Phoenix was listening to thunder. Now that it's quieted down, realize I'm in silence, or as silent as it gets with annoying humming of electronics, meaning I need background sounds now. Dog will have to leave early because they get to work the holiday. Bigger paycheck. Woohoo! Which also led me to realizing that normal when using StreamYard, there'd be... Oh, good. I forgot my ducks. Let's get my ducks. Y'all, we struggling a little bit. Like I said, it's been like go, go, go. So here's my ducks. There's the ducks. Now we can feed those little ducks. Good call, Phoenix. It was silent over there for fog as well. The essay, listening to a video essay that was like 1.5 hours. Woof. And Phoenix is so happy with how moving their furniture turned out. Love the flow of the new layout so much. Yes, then it was all worth it. Chef's kiss. We love that. Cleaned up the mac and cheese mess. Can always tell when I type tired. My high school and college habit of double spacing is still there. We were ingrained to double space. Period, double space. Period, double space. Not necessary anymore. Was listening to Celtic rock earlier from the 90s. Might go back to that. Kitty's almost finished with closing a sleeve seam, and her music is whatever her dad's TV show is doing and getting through the headphones. Great job, Kitty. You're making it through the trial of sewing historical stuff. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I just decided to create a spreadsheet, and obviously in terms of like flights, that information is constantly fluctuating, but at least it gives me a ballpark idea of I guess a goal of money to save up for it, if that makes sense, because it can definitely range from a lot to a lot. And I've never had a bad experience going with a budget airline, but now Spirit is gone. So I really don't know, which granted, if we ever get to do the international stuff, Spirit wasn't on the table anyway. But I'm like, I am starting fresh, getting to know all these airlines again. So we're just gonna kind of pick the key places I know we want to go. Get a generic, like, here's what this thing says for these dates. And then probably go into like at least with like going to Disneyland California, or eventually Disneyland Paris and Tokyo, like, because those are, at least I kind of use them as like bookmarks, because there's plenty more I can do, but those are like not necessarily the main. There are a good few days out of the event, so it's kind of the main event, but I can use those as a bookmark and like, okay, then what are these hotels in this area? And like, it's probably something that's not gonna be super accurate when I get to the point of actually being able to book. But like I said, it's more to start thinking of like, how much should we save? what time of year is actually best to go, which for a lot of places, our anniversary does fall in off season. So we can swing it. Just try to convince my husband to take a couple extra days. It'd be fine. It'd be great. But we're just putzing around. I've had the bug. You guys know I've had the bug for the past couple of weeks. So this is kind of helping me like get it out of my system so I can look at what actionable things I can actually do until that time. Because there's not much else I can do on this leppity laptop while puppies are sleeping. So it's either this or play a game. And I feel like this is maybe a little bit more constructive for my brain. Kitty is also proud she has started the mock-up, has been procrastinating, totally worth it. Oh, we love that procrastination. The productive procrastination especially. I understand wanting some idea even if you know it will change. Yeah, because who knows what's going on in the world. I'm just saying, who knows? But it's the difference between like when we've gone to Florida, usually we're doing a budget trip. So it's always been like max 4 nights, but like one of those days, usually a travel day is also like a park day or something. Like we never take it easy. And every time we do it, we're dead on our feet and we're like, why did we do this to ourselves? So, because budget to save money. So I know what that price range is for either our Universal or our Disney World trips. Every other place that we want to go is totally new. So I have like no even pretend budget for what it would actually look like for the two of us. So I need some numbers and I like numbers. So we're going to collect some data. That's basically what we're going to do. Playing games can be totally great for the brain. True. But it feels like a grind right now because like the new event in the game starts, I think it starts Wednesday. So like right now there's not like anything fancy or fun to do. It's just the grind of like go fishing, go mine, make food with this vegetable or something. Like it's grindy right now instead of new and like because I have all my characters are maxed out, all my quests are done, all my previous event stuff is done. So I'm just like, I need it to be Wednesday, but also I'm going to be busy the rest of the week. So I'm probably not going to even get to play till like staycation. But yeah, this made sense. And it's saying it's springtime. I'm going to restart that. But if you guys are ready, if I get an okay, we want to sprint again, I will totally get this timer. Hey, you need to, hey. You pause when I'm talking about you. Let me know if you want to sprint right now. Been checking out the stuff going on with the Paralives Life Simulator game coming out, considering if I want to try it out or not. So is it like a different Sims? I'm fine with sprinting or chatting. I mean, sprinting doesn't exactly keep me from chatting. Also true. When was it? It was the other day. I was walking the dogs. And I think it was a combination of like how unreal things at work felt. Because there are days where I walk and I'm like, is this real life? What sim expansion is this? I didn't like it. I don't want to go back to the main game. There's some days just like that. And I remember it was walking the dogs and I was just thinking back and I was like, I don't like this sim expansion. I want to play a different one. But yeah. Yep. The hope is it will replace Sims and be better. Okay, well you keep us involved because I have not played Sims for many a year. I think I might have played Sims 3, like maybe the basic thing, but it was very short-lived. But when we had Sims 2 on the computer, we had multiple expansions and we had like the pet expansion and the magician expansion. And that was like the game. That was so much fun. And then our of course, because it has the multiple CDs, the CDs crashed out on us and could not play it again. So have not played in a long time. I'm cool either way. Do I like the chatting? Since I've been boycotting EA for years, and while I like Sims 1 through 3, I hate Sims 4. I've heard that about 4. But the graphics in this game go beyond 4K. There's farther than 4K. Why is everything developing so fast? Hi, Jocelyn. It's been a busy day. Thought I'd hop on and be creative. Well, you are in the right place. We are here to inspire and encourage creativity or productive procrastination. So we will be doing a 30-minute sprint here so you can get creative with stuff. What sort of creativity do we do? Do we art? Do we write? That's proper English, right? That's totally fine. Usually I am like drawing, like working on my comic or writing, but I'm on puppy watching duty, designated by myself because she was making me worried about her leg. So I'm just travel researching. That's my fun thing for today. My brain also sometimes puts life in the context of Sims. Mm-hmm. You can tell what our generation is if you be like, is this a Sim game? Are you named after the wonderful character from Person of Interest? That's an interesting question. I had all of Sims 1 and 2, some of 3, still have my Sims 1 stuff and replaced most of Sims 2, working on replacing 3. Oh, I mean the life video game. The graphics are so real, you can touch them. Shush. Shush. I can't read if it's a joke or not in the chat. Okay. Yes, I have all the expansions for Dreamlight Valley. I usually get them, maybe not right away, but within a month or so. But currently, I have all the duties done for all of them, except for, I think, 20 duties left in the Wish Blossom expansion. And I have to do them because I'm a completionist for certain things. And video games, for the most part, I need to be 100%. No, but I know which Jocelyn you mentioned. Heart. We art and write. Yay! Awesome. Well, definitely get those creative juices going because we're going to hydrate. Hydrate if you haven't, guys, because it's getting warm. Everybody on here said it's getting warm, so we need to remember to chug that Wawa. Ooh, also an author and illustrator. High five. Which one was my favorite? Ooh. I really thought it was gonna be Storybook Vale. Like, I think Storybook Vale had some of the most interesting stuff with the stories, and I like the characters that we got. But I do like the fact that I can ride a horse in Wish Blossom, and you know, everywhere else now that I have the horses. So I think stylistic and story beat out kind of that horse element just a little bit. So I'd say Storybook Vale is probably my favorite expansion thus far. I haven't found a game I could really get into for years now. I'm looking now. Very nice. Yes, and we love having another author and illustrator in the chat. Thanks for the reminder. I meant to get a drink when I got up earlier, but forgot. Called it. You called it. Excellent. I'll go get something. Phoenix got iced tea and water. Perfect. Alrighty, I'm gonna get our timer going for the sprint. So we'll have 30 minutes to do whatever it is we need to do on this fine day off from work for most people. And then we'll come back and catch up. Yep. Also, the Sleeping Beauty. I wish the fairies had come out in that game, but they did not. Sad face. All right. So we will sprinty sprint time. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's see if I can get through searching all these flights just to satisfy my brain and get into the good stuff. But let's get it going in 3, 2, 1. I will hit the timer this time first. 0.5, go! Ooh, it's getting dark. Probably not the best to have back. That lighting there. That sprint went really quick. Maybe because I was getting into the good stuff of like, all right, show me the hotels. Show me hotels so I can make an Excel sheet with all your pricings. But yeah, that sprint went really, really quick. And do I feel like I've learned more? Hard to say. Because like you're kind of limited in certain areas, and some I had researched before, but it's kind of one of those where they're like cost versus comfort, and I'm like, well, I know I'm gonna end up going for cost, but I'm trying to like consider the fact that if these things are like for any of the international trips, I'm like, okay, the flight's going to be long. Travel days are going to be rough. Probably should be nice to ourselves. It's such a far off thing that it's like, oh, sure. But I do think in general, it is starting to like put on the budget for what things could cost. Timing is going to be a big thing. Timing. Boop, into the comments. Boop. Let me click on you. Yeah, it really did. It went super quick. Maybe because I didn't forget to hit the timer this time. And give us 2 extra minutes. Just relaxing, trying to decide if I'm going to attempt to be productive in any way or not. Kitty finished the base blouse part of the mock-up. Next thing would be to do the draped overlay blouse. Very nice. Still have to cut that out, and I don't want to. So I'm taking a break first. Yes, take your breaks, have your snacks, enjoy life. Looking at all this particular hotel stuff, I'm like, if we're gonna do, I don't know. I like watching travel vloggers on YouTube because I love just seeing how they did it. Because it's not always going to be the same thing. And there's a new channel that I found called, it's essentially Les Frenchies. And it's an older couple who I think have been over there for 3 to 5 years. I want to say 3. But they did here's what it would cost to do a full week in Paris per person. And it was like $3,000. For like lower mid costing, or I guess like cost estimations, because they were like, if you want to, have basic, grab stuff from the bakery food, but also want to have like a high-end dining experience, and I'm like, I don't want to spend that money on the high-end dining experience. I'm okay eating a croissant every day, like. So it would be different, but it's like. The biggest thing is the flight. The flights are astronomical, and it makes my heart hurt because how can people feel like they can go anywhere when the going is at least half, if not more, than the whole trip? Like, what? Like, you have to make your trip longer almost to like make it worth the time and the cost. But man, that's going to be the hard part for me when it is time to like lock in. I'm going to be like, oh, the prices. Not that it means much to you guys. Everything that happens to you guys is like, we're family now. Like, we care. I chopped up a little over a foot of my hair off my head since we last had sprints. Nice. Because it was getting warm, I would presume. It was easier to have shorter hair. I'm going to cut mine soon-ish, probably within the next month, because it is getting warm, and I think we're going to we have to go pretty short. Well, short for me, because this is like down my bit back, but I'm probably going to do like a shoulder or a little off the shoulder, because it grows so quick. And then I want to have it actually properly dyed, not just bleached with the overtone. But I'm thinking of doing that peachy pink as the dye, and like either just the tips or like the bottom half essentially, so it grows out in a similar fashion. And maybe some more in the bangs. That's the idea. That's the goal. Hi, Atreyu. Did you want to say hi? And of course, obviously, do you like it? Does it feel much cooler and a lot less likely to kill my vacuum? Nice. Katie's debating shaving her head again, but after July, because I do need my long hair for the historical picnic. Yep. And we have an Atreyu to say hello. Hello, baby. Hello. Hello, Bubba. I know what you want, but your sister is resting. And she will feel bad if we go and she doesn't get to go. Yeah. She will want to go, but she's in owies. Maybe your dad can take you. Or dad will come home and then I can take you. But we can't go right now. We have to be patient. Yeah. Do you want to go potty? Maybe you can go outside. The door is open. You need to go potty outside? Little, you doing okay? Little bear. Baby girl. Yeah. You doing okay? Yeah, you're just tired and it hurts and you've never had this before and it's so much. I'm hoping it's the husky in her that's just being a little dramatic. Because we'll have to keep an eye on it, see if it gets swollen. We should probably need some ice though, huh? We probably need icing time for the puppy wake. Oh wait, I missed something. Just threw it into pigtails, made a braid about where I wanted to cut it, and chopped right above that hair tie. Very nice. Economical. We like it. Thog is cutting hers soon as well. Been growing it since she decided to quit shaving her head, and it's 2 different lengths. So yeah, time to clip her up a bit. Debated shaving my head again too, but I don't currently have clippers. I've been missing the shaved head. It's so nice and makes me feel very nice gendery feelings. Yay. I love how everybody's in here has had that experience. I've gone very, very short, like pixie. Back the first time I went to Japan, not because I was going to Japan, but it was just around that time. I liked it then, but I've not had any particular desire to go that short since. I think because it's just growing really healthy, whereas when I was younger, it would always be cut like here. So I've never had the experience, but I like it. What is the next book that I'm reading? So I'm currently reading an indie book that's been on my shelf for a couple years. But the next book I'm reading will depend on book club. Because the book that we have this month is a book that unfortunately I've already read. So I'm just going to spark notes to be ready for the meeting because I haven't had time to reread it. So whatever book they pick for next month. And then once I finish the indie book, I'm going to see if I can get, I should do it on my laptop. I can do it on here. I'm going to see what my weight is for Tinkerbell. Because I would like to do Tinkerbell and then do the Prince series because I wanted to do that over the summer for the Disney draw. But I've honestly not planned too hard because I do want. Oh, how do I get to the? How do I order books? That one. With books this year, I have not been planning them very strictly because there's just stuff I've had that I need to read. And also I am trying, not always succeeding, but trying to get my projects done. So usually when I'm mentally in a production mode, I'm not too much in the consuming mode of books. This does not look promising, library. It's by Kalanita, right? Filter results. Yeah, I want the book. Hold on. We need to look on a bigger screen. No, I don't want Wings of Starlight. I want... is it... I think it was... Is Tinkerbell also Kalanita? Should she write that one? The Enchanter series. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to type that in and see if it helps. Because if you don't type it in just right, it will not give you all the options. Nope, those are okay. I don't see it. I thought it was, maybe I was looking at like Overdrive. I don't know when I'll get my hands on it, but I would like that one to be the next new one that I read. I just don't know if it's going to be like next soon or what, because the only schedule I have to follow is when the Twisted Tales come out, and the next one isn't until September. The shaved head is still a possibility. He's a handsome boy. Yes, he is. He's my boy. And now he's pouting because I said no. We also do know Willow can be a bit dramatic as part of what we love about her. Yeah, I think she just needs to sleep it off. Maybe giving up on the sewing for tonight and do some planning for summer reading challenge. I'll be doing again with my sister and nephew. My mom has asked if she can join too. Ooh. The more people you have, the more fun it's going to be. So I need something that everyone can have fun with. Yes. It's going to take some serious brainstorming. He is bored, so he called. Well, at least he reached out to you. My brothers rarely reach out to me. But they reach out to each other and like play games, but not always to me. I haven't managed to finish all that many books so far this year. I've started quite a bit, but my brain just having issues continuing. But you're reading a lot of more like the middle grades, right? You were doing some of those. Those are pretty quick. Are you planning to do any more Queen Council books? I'm reading A Sword in Slumber next. Yes, I do want to read them for the sake of it's more Disney books and I have to compare, especially Sword in Slumber, because the Prince of Thorn and Nightmares, which is the Sleeping Beauty one in the Prince series, was nice. It was nice. I still have some issues with it, but it was nice. So I'm like, I have to read the other Sleeping Beauty one. So they are on my list. I have a whole list of like potential things to read, but this year was not like super scheduled. I'm glad you respelled that. I was about to bust out a dad joke. Also had the dad joke going in my head. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of, yes. Yes. So we'll see. We'll see what we get to. It's only the end of May. And we're trying not to criticize ourselves for what we have or have not got done, because self-care. Yeah, I was reading old school pre-1990s middle grade YA. So, yeah. When you're inspired, you're inspired. But when you're not, like, it's hard to like be entertained by something when you're not vibing. I know we said we were only going to go 2 hours, but I feel like we do need one more sprint just to round it off nicely. So we're going to do one more 30-minute sprint to wrap up. That's going to take us to about 22 past. But we're going to do one more sprint just so if you guys are already working on something, you have a little bit more motivation to do it. Or if you're kind of just vibing and thinking you're going to chill, you can kind of get ready for the wind down. So I'm going to start the timer. And we're going to get into, I think I have a thing that says final sprint. Do I still have it on here? I do. All right, guys, final sprint. Let's get it done in 3, 2, 1, go. We are back from the final sprint of tonight. Basically, it was me taking care of baby girl, trying to get her out to go potty, and then starting my wind down for tonight. So it was a nice break from the usual grind. It was a good end to this holiday. But let me know if you guys had a good time, had a good day, because we're not going to be able to stream together till next Monday. So, oh, your brother talked for an hour. I love him, but he's chatty. Yeah, well, I mean, does he talk to you that often? He's just nervous about delivering in a semi to a very bad part of Philly. That is 100% valid. We have sprunted, the final sprint of the spruntiest sprints of them all. He's happy evening to everybody. But yeah, I got a pretty busy week, work every day, and Comic-Con over the weekend. So I don't have too much else to say, but I'm glad you guys got to hang out with me, and we had a very chill evening, a little bit on Mac Monday, which we don't get to have too often. Let me just check the last comments here. Ooh. Jocelyn made progress. That's all we can ask for. Get that progress done, and definitely feel free to stop by fireworks? Maybe fireworks. I think fireworks are going off. The usual streams I have are usually somewhere between Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. When I have them scheduled, you'll see them on my channel if you're curious at all. But usually we'll have like a writing Wednesday or a to-do list Tuesday, throwback Thursday, where we do actually do like more creative stuff. So thanks for popping in and hanging out. Just relaxed, decided I'll take a shower after sprints to wash off the last of the heat since it's meant to stay cooler for at least a day. Very nice. And you got a storm. You got all of the goodies. Actually was able to stay with you, so enjoy the rest of your evening and have fun this week. Yes, have a good night, dog. It was very cozy, rainy, stormy. Mac Monday spent hanging out with friends. What more could I want? Exactly. Now the fireworks are popping off somewhere. Thankfully, the dogs don't freak out. Willow's like perking up, but it's like, well, you need a rest. So I know Thog was here the whole time. Everyone be safe and have a great week. And I'm not gonna drag it out tonight since I really don't have anything to say since I won't see you guys for a week, but we just got a lot of stuff coming up. But we will catch up on next Monday at the usual time, 7:00 here. And thank you guys again. I'm going to hit the button. I think on this one, I hit this button. Yes. Okay. I'll see you guys next week.